Shiny Pokemon can be a huge commitment to our lives, and some of us get very lucky, and some spend weeks to months trying to find that one Pokemon with a slight colour difference. But that's why we do it, for the thrill of the hunt. What shiny hunts will be next for Legends EA? Hello, I'm Couch Pikmin, and I've been thinking about shiny hunting for Legends EA recently. And how would Game Freak actually tackle this? Before we chat shinies, leave a like and subscribe, as I have so much more Pokemon and Nintendo stuff to cover, so let's do this. Shiny hunting in a Pokemon game is always fun, but some games it's more than others. Some have different methods of finding shiny Pokemon. One for this video I'll be looking over is Gen 6 and its methods, because we are heading back into Kalos, let's freaking go, next year, so I'm hype and you're hype. The Gen 6 games are quite famous for shiny hunting. Some cool methods here like Friend Safari, which is where you give out friend codes out to each other, and everyone has their own Pokemon assigned as a type to them, which is tied to them, which is quite cool. Mine is fire type. I think I've got like a Ponyta, Braixen and Slugma or something like that, so mine's fire type. And it gets people interacting with each other to find that specific type or Pokemon you want to shiny hunt. Other methods are hordes, and these are pretty cool as well, with 5 Pokemon appearing at once, and with that shiny charm, that's a good hunt for any shiny. We also have chain fishing, which I've never tried before, but I've heard it's very good to get some unique water types, and it's pretty fun to just fish for a shiny Pokemon. If we head into Alpha Sapphire now, and Omega Ruby, we get a new method, which was the Dex Nav. And I can say this one is very good. I've used it a lot in the past. It's the chain system where you take a bunch of the same Pokemon, and that increases your odds to find that shiny you've been hunting for a week. So you just be battling them all the time, and you keep battling them, and then it just keep going. So these methods I would really like Game Freak to bring back for one whole Legends game set in Kalos. Fishing coming back would be amazing, as it's not even in Scarlet and Violet. We don't even have fishing anymore. It's been taken entirely out of the universe of Pokemon, just no fishing at all now, which is quite sad. I liked fishing. So bring that back. So then we'll have chain fishing again. Dex Nav can work as it uses wild Pokemon to hunt shinies and grass patches, so we can sneak to a Pokemon, and Friend Safari would be one in section of the map, like one big garden, or something where people can shiny hunt together online again, like the last days of Friend Safari when the 3DS servers were getting shut down. We had so much people go on and play together and shiny hunt, like freaking awesome. Sadly I never got to do that, but we might get to do Friend Safari again in this game, we never know. So this would be a good find to bring back. Legends Arceus had some great shiny hunting as well, and as this game is a Legends game, we would expect something to come back from it. Like how Mass Outbreaks came from Platinum, then into Legends, then into Scarlet. So do we get Mass Outbreaks here? I think yes, but it sort of plays out like a rotation in game, where day to night cycles rotate the spawns in these outbreaks, or they would use Scarlet's way of outbreaks, which is a set of outbreaks every day, giving you a whole day to shiny hunt that specific Pokemon. That's probably better. We also had distortions in Legends Arceus. If they were able to add something like this, I think that would be a great way to give us all the fossil Pokemon back in the wild as well. But they would only show up in the past distortions, because Pokemon don't seem to do fossils anymore. I used to like the cool designs for fossil Pokemon, but they stopped in Gen 8. So bring new fossil Pokemon back. Come on, Game Freak. How the Legends EA shiny hunting could work. I think it could work like outbreaks around the city, similar to Arceus. If we're getting a huge scale city, but in certain areas, like those little circle areas we see on the map, or maybe even on the roofs or buildings or something, and the sky too, we could have outbreaks in the sky, imagine that. We could traverse the sky, parks and little forests would have Pokemon as well roaming. I think hordes will be returning as well, because they did return in Scarlet, where you'd get like 5 Pokemon like spawning at once, and I think that's the kind of new type of horde, and it's a good way to get shiny in Scarlet and Violet. Friend Safari needs to return, I think. It just needs to have that interaction that we had with people was really nice. So Friend Safari needs to return, unique Pokemon spawning around the city, like evolutions and stuff. So I think that'd be cool. No shiny locks, please, Game Freak. I would love to shiny hunt a starter or a legendary. Like, come on. Can you just not lock stuff? What's the point of locking stuff? I really don't understand. Well, let's hope the shiny hunting for this game is good. I'm always excited for the next Pokemon game. I'm always excited for the next what's the shinies going to be like? What's it going to be? Like, is the sparkles going to appear? Is it going to be the same as Scarlet and Violet, where there's no sound and there's no sparkle? Like, is it just you're just going to see them with different color? Like, I didn't really like that. I know people that did like the Scarlet and Violet shiny hunting thing, but I personally prefer Let's Go Eevee and Legends Arceus, where they both had like a sparkle, but Arceus had the sparkle and the sound. I thought that was pretty cool. So keep that, and we'll progress and we'll get better. So there we go. Leave a comment if you want new methods or some old methods to return. So yeah, you all take care now, and bye bye.